Welcome to my recap with live trades. I hope you enjoy the content. So today was a red day by 2% about, which isn't a lot for my account. Basically that includes my VVOS open position as well as the shares that I have swinging. I believe that has to do with that. But the only trades that really I had Square, Plug, Tesla. Tesla, like I could have taken profits. It didn't quite get to my target, so I didn't want to take profits. And I took 2 stabs at it and ran out of buying power. So, that's what happens when I don't have a lot of buying power. I really need to be more strict with what I take. But can't always do that. So that's kind of why I prefer with such a small account to take swings, where I find good risk reward. Find where we have a red day and we're within a point or so away from pivot on the daily or an hourly, and then take a long off there. So, anyways, let's get to it. First trade is on Square. Square is in the middle here, the blue level 2. And we had this kind of a bull pennant, bull flag sort of pattern. And I thought it looked good to the upside. So I grabbed 275 call. First trade of the day. Looked good. It got the pop pullback candle over candle. I took it anticipating that candle over candle. Sorry to go. We have ascending volume, rising volume. It's high relative volume. We have the green bars are bigger than any of the red bars on the day. I'm about break even right now. This is where it starts getting ugly. Not ugly, but I don't know. It just didn't go like I thought it would or was hoping it would, and so I get out there. It didn't even make a higher low. The problem with these green entry arrows that I put, the red and green ones, it's hard to tell where the low of the candle is. Like at the time in my head, so I exited that trade prematurely, to be honest, because it didn't make a new low. But I wanted to limit my losses, so I lost $44 on that trade, on that 275 call. I should have been more patient. Whether this fails or I don't even know what happens next, but just reviewing my trade, I didn't have an exit signal. Even though a lot of times we'll get a candle and it'll rip higher just to like shake out, but I should have stuck to my stop, which I would have been stopped out now. And then yeah, so it is what it is. So 44 realized on the day, 46 with commissions. Next trade is on Plug. So Plug was making a high day, but I like the dark pull. We're above some heavy dark pull levels. It came in yesterday, and we got some, all right flow on it. But I just this is a slower mover. Small caps are getting some love today, so I went long 3 contracts. 27 calls, so I'm in 27 calls at 50 cents a piece. And so I'm in this one still, so this goes on for a little bit, so I could have added at the 8 EMA there. In hindsight, it's easy to say, but It's a good point to add, risking off the low of the pivot right before it, the candle before it. So I sell two contracts there for 58 cents. So I made 16 bucks on those, and then I'm swinging the final 27 call, which is down, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not no, it's not looking too great. We're at 26.19 at the close. This chart looks a little bit topping. It looks like a false breakout, and I'll show you real quick. Is the plug daily? We got this break, and this is a significant level. It's a volume weighted average price that goes on to this big volume day where we had 38 million, almost 38 million shares, almost 39 million. Highest volume day within the last 20 days. So that VWAP is a significant level on that day. So, and as you can tell, God, Thinkorswim's so annoying when it does that. But it broke above that and could not hold. So, is this going to be a shakeout? I don't know. But depending on where the contracts are at the time, but if by the time if we break below this today's candle, and it's either on really low volume or contracts are only like 15, 20 bucks, then I'm just gonna keep it on just in case it rips it. It's above. It's consolidation here. So that's that. So basically, I have $50 left to risk in the trade. Actually less than that because contract. What I have left on the trade is $23 left. So it's not the end of the world. Final trade that I have recorded is on Tesla. Tesla, you see Tesla flagging here on the left. And so boom, I get in a market order. It's because I didn't get filled earlier when I tried to get it on Amazon, and it would have been a nice trade. So I was a little bit better from that. So we get the ABCD. It's also an ABCD pattern here. So we break above that pivot. So this confirms the ABCD. Now, are we going to double top or what? So I could have taken this trade. So, the position I'm in is a 740 call, in at 741. I think I was up like $100 at one point on this trade. Did not take it. Ended up closing out for a small win. In hindsight, what I would have liked to do is take this trade and have a stop below 734. So that's that pivot from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes before I entered. This is a pivot below this consolidation here. And yeah, I would have liked to have had that as a stop. I don't even know if that would have made, but I'm gonna look right now on my monitor. Trying to figure out what it have gotten to my target. Before I would have been stopped out. As you can see, this is looking double toppy on Tesla here, but not out yet. We got a candle there, but I was trying to be a little patient with it. Swim is just so slow when it comes to loading charts for me lately. That would have paid off. It would have went to 740 before I would have been stopped out. And I just had a little bit wider stop below that. Give it around 734. I guess you got stopped out like a typical retail trader, and that's not good, especially with my limited buying power. I should have a reasonable stop that makes sense from a technical standpoint. I let the emotions of the trade get to me, and I stop out way too early. So let me just show you where we get a rip. So there, right here, I could have sold for 820. I was in at 741. It should have been $80, $79, 76 with commissions. Did not sell. I sell there. Makes a new low there. I get out. So I made $15 on that trade with minus commissions. Now I get right in again, like an idiot. Think we're making a new high. They shook me out. I'm just gonna go. I get in. Long story short, I get stopped right out. Tight stop on this one, even though it would have paid. But there wasn't a reasonable stop that I could have had. Um. So yeah, I could have even used this pivot right below, or like right a couple of candles ago. I wouldn't have been stopped out. It would have been 740. But didn't really go much higher. Top there, and pretty much a dud. But I do think Tesla has room to the upside. So that's that. So then now I'm down $66, and I ended up finishing the day red 2%, minus $82 with commissions and swings. So yeah, just under 2% because that's including the swings and stuff. But yeah, it's not good. So anyways, just real quick, I'll show you the Tesla daily. My opinion, good. We're above this rising trend line, resistance line. Coming up on this is kind of a rough line here. This could just be kind of like it could sell into this. It has had three, green days, up days. So we'll see. But Tesla can go either way here. But above today's high, I like it. Um, or anticipating that level. Another chart that I really love today, and I talked about this yesterday. This played out. Baba gapped up. Baba gapped up. Today, so even though this candle got sold into, gapped up from 162.20 to 6 points. It had it was up 8 points at one point, but I think this does go higher. I think eventually we're gonna break this 174.15 area, and I'm still long Baba, 2 shares only. If we get if I get another buy signal, I will add to the position. We'll start getting into an uptrend. I will add, depending on how the EMAs and moving averages turn and how they flow. And stuff I'm watching for longs tomorrow, potentially, are mRNA. So the reason why I like mRNA, because so a long always does that. So like a long on this day would have been nice because we have the 34 EMA here, and then risking off this 349. It's quite a bit like on a dip here, 365, 15-point risk to 45 points, 40 points, like just to get above, to here. So there's a lot of price action, a lot of room in between these levels. We do have some significant VWAT levels here, 3 levels right here, so it's got to get above those. And one more here. Oh, and then we have this pocket from 413.30 all the way to 466.79. So, if we get above 413.80, then I'll be definitely looking for longs. But I also, if we tomorrow, if we get above today's high right here, is inside candle, I want to go long mRNA potentially. PayPal, because of the news that hit yesterday, today. So we got that nice sick move, breaking this inverse head and shoulders I talked about. Got into this gap fill area. Here we have this gap here to fill. We sold today, but got bought back up here. We have this doji. Now I want to see what it does. I like PayPal for a longer term hold, looking for a safe entry and a clean level to risk off of. So we will see. This chart's a little bit, uh, clustered and all that, cluttered. But it makes sense to me, so that's all that matters. Um, yeah, so we will see. And the only other thing, TXN looks good, in my opinion. So full pennant here. Get a break above this with volume or a tap down to here. I'm gonna put an alert here. Crosses below. Whatever alert crosses above. So it's any of these levels I want to go long or long. Potentially would look for a short in the near term, but that would invalidate if we get above this VWAP level here of 193 ish. So, anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day and take care. Goodbye. Goodbye.